So last night, a lot of white people were triggered by the victory of Zohran Mamdani. The one demographic that didn't vote for him, and I know this is going to be shocking and groundbreaking, was uneducated, not college educated, white people under the age of 30. Listen to Karen, because she is the example of somebody that will never vote for a brown person.
New York City, what are you thinking? You just elected a socialist to run your city. I don't understand this. I truly don't understand how you could possibly think that voting Mamdani in is a good idea. This is not okay. I honestly don't think that he has the people's best interest at heart, and I'm worried for you. I really am.
So he wants to hire 6,000 to 7,000 teachers because there's a shortage. He wants to have community-owned grocery stores so that corporations aren't screwing people out of their hard-earned money. He wants to tax rich people so he can pay for these programs. He wants to have buses that's paid for by our tax dollars to cover free buses. He wants to give baskets to newborns so they have something to sleep in. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? Yeah. Now, on the other hand, Karen, because you call yourself an evangelical for 1 hour a week, you didn't have a problem voting for a rapist and a pedophile and a convicted felon, and a man who has 6 bankruptcies and 3 failed marriages and 2 failed presidencies, a man who steals from cancer charities and watches 15-year-olds get undressed in teenage pageants. Somehow that was perfectly fine because it was designed by God. But a brown person that wants to improve the life of the working class, it's just a bridge too far, isn't it, Karen? You're what's wrong with this America. You're white supremacy. And you walk around with your little pearl clutching and you pull out your white victim card anytime somebody's this not white. You don't serve Jesus. You serve a godly king. You serve the white male patriarchy because you've been told that you're less than a man, that you have to serve your husband and make him babies and feed him bonbons and do as he says and wash his dishes. That's a really crappy way to live a life, Karen. But this is why we're here, people. Culture wars. Go look at the demographics for the Zohran Mamdani election. Guess which demographic didn't vote for him? Uneducated white people that make under $30,000 a year. People that are poor, that are complaining about socialism. These poor people are so stupid that they're complaining about buses being free, about putting limits on rent, because they don't have critical thinking. They need to be a boogeyman of something. They need to have it, right? CRT, DEI, black pilots. The blacks are taking the whites' jobs. Oh no, the immigrants ruining America. But if you're white, you can be a convicted felon and a rapist. Somehow that's okay because, hey, no one's perfect. But if you're brown, that's a bridge too far. I'm going to keep saying it again and again. It's about white supremacy. And she is an example of why we're here as a country. Until we address that root cause, it doesn't matter if a Democrat or Republican wins. And Vice President Harris, if I was to ask her one question, that would be it. I would ask her, in some way, are you happy that you lost so we can finally address the white supremacy in this country? Because I think that the answer would probably surprise us. I think she would say yes. That she knows that we have to go through this as a country. That it's about time that we dealt with the damn original sin of the United States of America. KKK. Make America white again. It has to be us, white people. Speak up. Be public about it. Post publicly. Talk to friends, talk to family. That's what's wrong with this country.